Hi everyone, it's Alia or Cake Legend and welcome back to another recipe video. Today we're going to be making these super awesome peanut butter and jelly sandwich cookies, and these are gluten-free, which is a bonus. So to start, we're going to throw our butter and sugar and our peanut butter into a mixing bowl. I'm going to list the measurements in the description, but it's basically 200 grams of butter, salted or unsalted, 330 grams of white granulated sugar, 172 grams of brown sugar, and 375 grams of peanut butter. I know it's a lot of sugar, but trust me, it's gonna make the cookies spread out nice and flat. We're gonna put that into the mixer and cream it with a paddle attachment until it becomes nice and fluffy. You can do this on like a medium to high speed, and make sure you scrape the bowl in between so that everything gets very well incorporated. When your mixture looks like this, we're going to continue mixing, but on like the slowest speed, and we're going to add in 3 eggs. Do this one at a time and make sure you scrape in between the addition of each egg. If you add the eggs too fast all at once, it might cause the mixture to separate. Once the eggs are incorporated, we're going to add a splash of vanilla. If you want a measurement, I would do 7 or 8 grams. Once that's all combined, we're gonna put our mixer back on the scale and add rice flour. This is our gluten-free flour. We're gonna put 338 grams of that into the bowl, as well as 9 grams of baking soda and 3 grams of salt. Rice flour is the best one to use for this recipe because it really helps keep the cookie together. Other gluten-free flours like oat flour or almond flour may not hold up as well and keep the cookie together after baking and cooling, and it just won't give it that cookie-like texture. Also, feel free to skip the salt if you used salted butter in the beginning. Now we're just gonna mix that on our mixer on a slow speed so we don't get flour everywhere. And again, making sure we're scraping the bowl to get everything incorporated. When it's all mixed together, your mixture will be pretty soft. So we're gonna chill it in the fridge for at least a couple hours until it's firmed up. It should look nice and pale and fluffy and delicious. But don't eat it, because it's raw cookie dough with raw eggs. Here we are later, my dough is chilled as you can see, and I'm gonna start portioning it out with an ice cream scoop. The scoop will make sure all your cookies are the same size so that you can match them up perfectly to make your little sandwiches, and make sure you're giving them lots of space on the tray because these are going to spread. You don't even have to flatten them out, just bake them like that. And this step is optional, but if you want, you can sprinkle a little bit of salt on top before baking the cookies. Here they are after baking. They baked at 365 degrees Fahrenheit until they were golden colored, or 8 to 12 minutes. While those were cooling, I whipped up some American buttercream. If you'd like the recipe, you can find it in the top right-hand corner. I just made a small batch and then added some peanut butter for flavor. There's no exact ratio for this. You can just add as much peanut butter as you'd like. I just added enough until it tasted like peanut butter. Then I put it into a piping bag with a small star tip. This tip doesn't really matter. I just used a number 18 star tip. And then I grabbed a small heart cookie cutter so that I could cut out the centers of the tops of the cookies and you'd be able to see the jam inside. For the jam, you could make your own, but I decided to save time and buy some. I kept the centers of the cookies as little bonus cookies because they were so cute. So I flipped over the cookies that are going to be the bottom halves and then piped a little ring of buttercream to be the dam. Not going to the full edge because I didn't want it to be squeezing out and then getting all messy everywhere. This is the jam I decided to buy. As you can see, it's sugar-free because I figured there's already enough sugar in these cookies. And I just used a spoon to scoop it into the centers of the cookies and spread it out. The final step is to place the tops of the cookies onto that buttercream ring to make it a sandwich. And there you have it, the cutest little peanut butter and jelly sandwich cookies. I said little, but they're actually not little. They're quite big, and this recipe makes a lot, so you'll have so many to share. If you try this recipe or if you just enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!